Welcome to our podcast. I'm Palmer,
I'm Nathan.
and this is just kind of like a real impromptu thing. I just texted Nathan today. I'm like, "Hey, you want to do a podcast tonight?" And he's like, "Sure. What time?" And we were like, "Okay, we'll get a time together." And here we are. So,
Yes. Middle of me working out.
yeah. Well, I mean,
That was lovely.
that's what I do, Nathan.
I
That's
know.
what I do. So, I haven't seen you in a while. How have you been?
I'm alive. Best way of putting it.
Me too, man.
My God.
I saw you since I got my Switch, but I got a Nintendo Switch and Super Mario Odyssey. It's very fun.
I was thinking about looking up some gameplay about that recently.
I just beat like the main story, but there's still other stuff for me to do, so I'm still keeping it fresh.
Nice. Yeah, I don't know, but me and my brother might get the new Call of Duty. We might split it down 50-50.
Jake has the new Call of Duty.
It looks
I've been talking to him a lot lately.
It looks really nice. I'll give them that.
It looks all right.
It looks nice.
I'd say the only thing that looked really super appealing to me was zombies.
I saw like 5 seconds of the zombies, and I had to go. I had to go to class. It looked pretty good.
I thought it looked nice. To each their own. If it's like, it's always going to be, if you like Call of Duty, then you're going to like the new Call of Duty because it's not very far off of what they've been doing. So
yeah, and if you like Battlefield, you like what they do.
yeah, I mean, Battlefield's been pretty much the same for the past few years. I still think that my favorite Battlefield game was Bad Company 2.
I have that on my Alienware.
Oh, Bad Company 2. It's
Dude.
just such a good time, but nobody plays it anymore. So
I play
it's like,
it.
I know, but you can't find a good multiplayer game anymore.
Yeah, I was actually playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 a little bit before I made Pasta.
Modern Warfare 4? When did they make that?
The remastered version.
Oh, okay. MWR?
Yeah, I was playing some gun game. Joined the first gun game. Yeah, I was down like 11 guns when I joined in, so I'm like, all right, let's dick around. So I think I got to
You gotta
gun.
do sometimes, man. That's what you gotta do.
I think I got to like gun 13. And then the next game, I don't know what happened, but I literally went ham. I literally was just like, and we were on wet work, so that's a very close quarter map.
Oh yeah, that's a line. That's a straight line.
I don't know how I didn't die, even with the snipers. Like, I would go to zoom in, boom, headshot.
Wow.
There was two guys that are AFK, though, that kind of helped a lot of people out. It was funny.
I've been playing. I got it on Steam. It's this game called Guild of Dungeoneering, I think is what it's called. It's actually really fun. It's like a strategy type deal. It's just nice for like an idle. I'm not really doing much, but I don't have a whole lot of time, so
Yeah.
and like I don't feel like whipping it, like getting into this big game like Call of Duty or PlayerUnknown's. So it's really nice because it's like, basically you can like walk around a dungeon. You build the dungeon as you go, and like killing monsters. If you can put like monsters in areas too, and like loot. And when
is
you
that
put the loot
what's
in
it called?
And like beat a monster, you can find like different weapons that'll do extra damage so that you can get through the dungeon because you have specific objectives for each dungeon. It's actually really fun. I recorded a little bit of me playing it earlier, and I think I'm just gonna like do a little review of it on the channel sometime. So
Yeah, hey, I didn't tell you. On the guy that's my coach and also the guy in charge of my gym, he posted a video on Facebook, I want to say about a week ago, and I've almost had 7,000 views on it.
really,
Yes, I was like, holy shit. Yeah.
that's pretty impressive, especially for.
And it was terrible.
Small
It was ugly.
Was it the one that you put up on our channel?
Yeah, I didn't like it. There wasn't enough people in it. It's just a mess. I threw it together. It was like a quick.
I didn't watch it. I'm not gonna lie to you, Nathan.
Don't honestly. I think it's garbage. I think it's garbage. I'm making a better one. I'm actually going to get a help of Parker because he has a drone. And with the and the shots I wanted to do with my drone, I couldn't because I didn't want to register with my drone with the FFA because my drone's busted.
It's the FAA.
I don't care. What are they going to do?
Fine. Well, I mean,
what are they going to do if I say their name wrong? Nothing. Because that's not even a real
they could do
place.
if you fly a drone illegally.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, my neighbor won a school board in my town, by the way. So did
really?
Mark Bodo.
Oh, did he?
Yes, he beat out Cheryl, and I was like...
Cheryl didn't make it.
I was like, oh my god.
That is surprising.
If
anything, I thought Basak might not.
Yeah, it was weird. I thought she would make it, or didn't make it. It was odd. I don't know, though. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, I'm upset. I didn't get to submit an absentee ballot.
Oh, that's what I got to submit.
I wanted to, but I couldn't get the form printed out properly, and then I was like, well, Mom, can you I'll fill it out and everything. Can you just mail it in for me? Because I don't have stamps or anything, and I don't even know where the post office here in Greensburg is.
Well, couldn't you just use the campus? They have a campus one. You know that, right?
But they don't have stamps there.
Well,
I need my own stamps.
Yeah.
But I don't have any, so I was like, well, I'll fill it out, and you can just mail it in for me, and then they can just send it here. Well, I never got my absentee ballot, so I assume that she never sent it in. It's rough, man.
It's okay, because I registered the day before it closed out, or you couldn't register anymore. So I went in with my dad, because he just wanted to go with me just in case I had any questions and stuff, but I mean... I knew the guy there that was in charge of it. He's a older guy.
Yeah.
But I walk in there and they're swiping my ID and they're like, "You're not registered." I'm like, "What? What? What? What do you mean?" "Yeah, you're not registered. I'll head over there." I'm talking with this guy and he's like, "Yeah, we've had a few people come through that with today." He asked me if I registered with the DMV. I said no, and he's like, "Yeah, that's honestly a good chance why you didn't get to do that." And they said,
you can register online.
That's what I did. And that's what a lot of people do. That's what my mom and my dad. Or, not my mom.
That's what I did.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't care.
Actually, no, I mailed in my registration to the...
yeah, I didn't.
whatever it is, but... Well, Nathan, since the last time I saw you, I've raced my first 10K.
How was that?
That was 10K. That's how that was.
What was your time?
My time was 36:13, I think. Yeah. I don't remember the pace or anything for it, what that is per mile. But well, let me just do the math real quick. It's 2 times 18, so it's 2 times 1807, which would be a little bit under 6, I think. Yeah, it'd be 551, 52. No, 551 probably.
Fuck shit. That's nice.
No, it'd be a 552, I think.
552?
That's my guess. That's my guesstimate.
Guesstimate? All right.
Yeah.
You're guessing.
Roughly.
Here's my guesstimate. I lift a lot of weights and I hate it. It sucks.
Well, actually, I just found out what events I'm going to be doing in at least indoor track, and I think it's going to translate similarly to outdoor.
Yeah. What are you doing besides running? Or is it just long?
Actually, I'm doing my first meet, the one at YSU that I have first.
Oh, shit. I should come down.
Yeah, you should, actually. It'll be January 19th. But
Mark that on my calendar real quick.
Yeah, I'll be running the 3000.
Oh, fuck. 19th?
Yes, the 19th.
Okay.
And then Bucknell is our next meet. I run the mile in the 800. And then I basically like alternate between doing that.
I have a mock meet at my gym the 27th. Supposedly I'm supposed to be over or close to 500.
December 27th? November 27th?
No, January 27th.
January 27th?
Yeah, I'm supposed to. It's just at like a gym. It's a closed mock meet.
Okay.
My first meet, I don't know when I'm gonna compete. It's gonna suck though.
That'll be fun though.
No, it won't. I'm gonna blow my brains out because I hate it.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun, Nathan.
It'll be fun, and it'll be a bunch of nerves because I've never done it before, so it's gonna be exciting.
That's why the first one you just kind of like it's getting your feet wet.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun though. No gout. No gout.
No gout. I should hope you don't.
No
have
gout. No doubt though. I mean, my weights look pretty good though. I mean, I'm a little over. I think I might be 325 on bench. I think I'm close to 400 on deadlift, and then squat. I'm over 500. I think I might be 525.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I think I'm 525. That's what we're guessing.
I am. I'm not. So. Just throwing that one out there.
Just pointing that one out there. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, because most of my meets are in the spring, actually.
Really?
I'm gonna talk to one of the guys though that my dad worked with. He's an ex-cop and he's also he runs some of the meets too.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he scares the hell out of me. He punched a kid so hard he was throwing up like for about 10 minutes straight.
Hey, listen, whatever works, man. Whatever works.
My dad said he's never seen someone get punched so hard.
Oh my.
My dad, he's seen a lot of people get punched. That was the hardest I think he's ever seen someone get punched.
That's fair.
It scares him. I mean, you look at this guy and he's just like, he's like an inch or two taller than me. He has a kid. I think he's a senior.
He has a kid.
He is a kid. I want to say probably 50s. He's in his 50s.
I like how that's a measure of your strength for this guy. You're like, he's like 2 inches taller than me. Has a kid. Like,
Has a kid. He's in his mid-50s. It was kind of funny, though, because, I mean, this guy, I don't know what he doesn't do. He rebuilds cars. He fixes some guns up. I mean, this guy does everything.
Hey, listen. If he wants to do everything, he can do everything, man.
Oh, hey, I made $200 off a gun, by the way.
I didn't.
I did. You should get into it. It's fun.
I don't exactly have the weapons to sell.
I understand that. Well, you're in gun-loving PA. That's a fantastic...
Yeah, on a college campus, dude.
No, shit.
Where am I supposed to put guns on a college campus?
In your dorm, obviously. Duh.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Actually, I was thinking just leave them in my bag.
Yes, perfect.
And just walk around the school with them. Maybe you get a trench coat too.
Oh,
just to be sure.
Black trench coat. You have to get a black one.
Trench coat, sunglasses, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah. I don't know though. I'm either gonna save up and buy a compound bow and start going bow hunting, or buying a new gun. Probably not a new gun by any chance. I have too many.
Yeah.
I'm 18.
I'd say probably get the bow and then go bow hunting. Yeah, I feel like that would just be like more fun.
Yeah, and plus, I don't know if I want to get into it or not, so I'm like dropping $300 on a bow. It's decent, so I know it's not that much. There's bows that go for like over $1,000.
That's
yeah.
That's a little intimidating.
Yes. I mean, they make bows that can kill black bears. That's what would be kind of fun up by where I am, because there's black bears where our cabin is.
Why?
Black bear.
Just why?
Why not?
Well, It's a black bear. Maybe that's why not.
Well, I mean, black bears aren't that dangerous. We've run into 2 up there. Actually, just one.
Bear.
Just one.
It's still a bear.
Yeah, they're scared of you though.
They're scared of me because of my big rippling muscles, but
yes.
They wouldn't be scared of you. They'd be like, ooh, that's a Happy Meal. That's an extra large
Happy Meal with a side of large fries. Would you like some diabetes with that, sir?
Yeah.
Jeremy hasn't gone hunting with me yet, and I don't think he is ever.
Why?
Okay, so in order to hunt any of the fisty
in any of the 50 states.
Fisty.
Whoa, Nathan, I don't think I want to go hunting there.
Nobody does. In any of the 50 states, you have to have hunter's education, which is basically something. It's like a class you take, where you go online, you watch videos. It's like stuff. It's honest to God the most easiest test you will ever take.
Okay.
Example. When hunting deer for a gun, because there's different seasons and stuff, and each state has different laws, but we're talking about Ohio. In Ohio, you're supposed to wear orange when you're deer hunting with a gun. With a bow, you're allowed to wear all camo.
Okay.
Here's one of the questions. You are gun hunting for deer. Do you have to wear orange? Yes or no?
No.
Another one that's a bit harder. This is a hard question. Do you keep the gun and the ammo separate or together?
Together.
No. You keep it separate.
No, Nathan, you keep it together for faster loading.
Yes.
Duh.
Oh, did I? I told you I went pheasant hunting, right?
No, you didn't.
Oh, I went pheasant hunting. God, that was a while ago. We went pheasant hunting. Let me look up. Because we got, my dad got 2. I'm pissed at him. Because he stole my... Alright. So what happened was...
He stole my kills. He's a kill stealer.
He is, honestly. He came out of nowhere and shot that bird. So, we both got our birds. We tried kicking them up. They wouldn't kick up, so we just said, screw it. Shot them on the ground, which... felt bad because it's just kind of like this thing can do nothing to stop me. So, I mean, I didn't care. After a while, it just kind of faded me. But we go to the second bird, and the second bird apparently I kicked up, and I'm walking towards it. He starts flying away, and I pull my gun up, and I'm leading. My dad comes out of nowhere in the woods. There's like a thin strip of woods. He comes out of the middle of that, goes boom. And he doesn't even like rack another round in. He just looks at me.
He's just like, take that, pussy fart.
I put my gun on safe and I dropped it down. I'm like, really? He's like, damn straight. Also, my brother is pissed at me too because I got a squirrel this weekend when we went hunting. He's pissed. My first.
Why did you steal his?
No, it was by myself. All right, I got to show you the picture. All right, so we're hunting near the Allegheny National Forest. So we go up a little bit, and we're sitting on this mountain, and my dad and my brother are away because he's teaching him still because he's young. He hasn't been out very much. I've been out a lot, so I know what I'm doing. So I go to find a spot, find some squirrel nests, and I sit there and I'm waiting. My gun ready. I'm just looking. I hear something, because I mean, when you're in the woods and you're by yourself, if a leaf falls on the ground, it sounds like something's right on top of you.
Is that so?
Yeah, it scares you. It's just kind of like, oh, okay. So it's just kind of like you're forcing yourself to look at one place. Well, saw a squirrel, I thought, at first. It turned out later it was. He was running. He hopped up on this thing. I saw him, pulled my gun up, and I said, okay, as soon as this guy jumps, I'm letting the trigger fly. Jump, boom, hit him. He killed instantly, but
I should hope.
Listen, sometimes People mess up. Yeah, I don't care. Alright. So, no, I shot this guy probably almost 30, 35 yards, 40 yards away from the kill. So I started walking up, and I'm just looking. I'm looking. I don't see him. And I'm like, shit. I missed him. And I'm like, fuck, alright, let's just make sure he's not up there. And I'm walking up there, and I see him, and I'm like, alright, good. I got something. Sweet. So I go up to him, and he's his back on the ground, and he has an acorn in his mouth, and part of the acorn's already eaten. I gave him his last, he had part of his last meal.
Oh, man.
I got him mid-snack.
You cruel man.
I am a cruel man.
No.
And I later found out that load I was shooting was a Magnum round from a 12-gauge shotgun. Now, the difference between a Magnum and a regular, if that thing was about from 15 yards closer, and I shot it, there wouldn't be anything left of it. Yeah, and I was like, oh! And I pulled one of the shells out, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, these are Magnum. Loaded it back in.
Probably shouldn't have shot him with that, huh?
Well, no, it was fine because he was far enough away, but it made me happy. At least it was a clean kill. I've had one unclean kill so far, and that wasn't very fun. And that was a big 21-pound turkey.
Well, I haven't had any kill unless you want to count ants.
All right. Listen, I'm telling you, I'll take you hunting. Are you considered I don't know if you're considered a resident in the state of Pennsylvania.
No, I don't believe that I am.
I would think you are because you are technically living in the state of Pennsylvania. You're just living on a college campus.
Yeah, it's like my permanent residency is still technically in Ohio.
Yeah,
I know that. But I don't know because my poli-sci teacher was saying that we could still register to vote in the state of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, you can register to vote in any.
Well, I don't know.
Ask them about that because if you are technically a resident in the state of Pennsylvania, your license will be much cheaper to go hunting and fishing. Comparing then to out of state, which is like $160 freaking dollars.
Yeah.
But they give you so much stuff though, which is kind of nice. It's cheaper than Ohio for buying all that stuff because Ohio they just give you a regular license, and then they charge you all this extra stuff. Like you want to go squirrel, yeah, that's a charge. You want to go deer, oh, those are tags. Small fees add up. That's what they think. Pennsylvania just kind of shoves it all at you, saying, "Here you go." But yeah, I'll actually be going hunting Friday. We're going again for pheasant, hoping to get some more, so we can have a decent meal.
A decent meal.
Well, we got 3 pheasants, and the plan is to cook them up at our cabin during deer camp.
Okay.
Right now, the signs are looking good at getting a deer. I got a new gun. I'm hype as fuck, and I'm ready.
That's good. That's good, Nathan.
No, it isn't. Every single year we could have shot a deer, but since the doe populations dropped significantly, they've been lowering the tags on them. And my brother and my dad got one, so we could get 2 doe. 2 antlerless deer, as they call it.
It's weird.
Yes. Does are bucks. Female deer, male deer. Bullshit a little bit. But yeah. We'll go hunting. Even if we have to go to a farm, and I think we just have to get a license. And if we do go, we'll go to Ohio. If we do go to Ohio farm, pheasant farm, or whatever. It's a bit expensive, but I mean...
Yeah, that's the whole thing is I have no source of income.
Yeah, because you're not working.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I would probably pay.
I can't be making huge purchases like that for.
I think the only thing
no
you would have to
return.
get is that, and I would myself, I would probably buy the birds since I have a source of income. So I would probably do that. You just have to buy a license, and that's real cheap. It's like $18-20, I think. Probably, I don't know. It's not that bad for state residents.
Not bad, not bad.
No, not bad at all.
Oh, so how about just jumping to a completely different topic? I started keeping a journal recently.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I actually enjoy it. It's it's like that whole thing where you're like, oh, keeping a journal, oh, what a loser, like dear diary. But it's like when you have a lot of thoughts, it really does like wonders for you to keep them somewhere, like write them down. And so like that journal, like especially going back and reading through it, it's nice to see like what I was thinking when like in certain situations, like I was thinking different things at different times. And like sometimes like this entire time, it started for a specific reason that I won't get into, but the entire time, like I still have been doing it for that very same reason. And like my different thoughts throughout the whole time have been interesting, and it's nice to go through and like read what I was thinking like when I first started doing it versus like how I feel about it now, because I started it in one notebook, and I prefer composite notebooks for journals. I have no idea why. So when I was home last, I actually went and bought 2 composite notebooks. But it started in like a regular not loose leaf, but like regular notebook. And I took the pages out that I had written on, and I stapled them to the inside cover of my journal. And on the cover of the journal, I named my journal. It's called Livin' La Vida Loca, because that is my slogan.
Livin' La Vida Loca.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's actually, I really do enjoy it. And another thing, like, looking at how I felt about the topic then versus now, when I go back and read it, it gives me things that, like, I think now that I want to say that I wouldn't have thought of if I didn't go back and read it. So, and I also like, cause like I'd have future speculation sometimes about things. And, it's interesting to like go back and see what I thought was going to happen, like for the next week, what I thought was going to happen. And then like versus what did happen. And then it's kind of like funny to go back and be like, oh, I was right. Or, oh, I was terribly wrong. Like, that's not at all what happened, or like, oh man, I really did like get something going with that. And that's also one of the reasons that I wanted to do the podcast, was because I really like to talk and think and like write down about the issues of my life right now. And I don't want to call them like actual issues, but that's basically what they are, like the thoughts that I'm having. I like to talk about them, because then like I get to think about them more, and I get to, when I see them put in words, or like I hear them spoken aloud, I can either be like, oh, that's dumb, or I could be like, oh, well, now that I hear it that way, like I'm starting to think this way, or, oh yeah, that just confirms like how I've been thinking. It's actually, I really like it. So I would recommend, if you ever feel like you want to just write something down, to go ahead and do it. Like, actually, I also have been using my notes on my phone recently. And I actually had a weird dream. And I want to tell you about it, Nathan. So I'm going to pull up the notes. But I had a really weird dream. And at the time, like, when I woke up, I was like, what just happened to me? Like, I felt like I had witnessed something. And I just remember waking up feeling like pretty not scared, but just like my heart was racing. I was like, what, like, oh my goodness, like what just happened? And I woke up at like 3 a.m. because of it. And like, since it was 3 a.m, I wasn't just going to grab my notebook and start writing in Living La Vida Loca about it. But so my roommate's name is Owen, and I actually ended up texting this to Colin because I figured he would appreciate it. And a real quick preface about this is I watched Donnie Darko like 2 or 3 weeks prior to this. So that was like the closest reference that I had in my head to it, because it was very similar in my head. But I'll just read you what my notes say. It says, dude, I had some Donnie Darko level shit for a dream. Like, I just woke up because of it. Everything was symbolized in really weird ways, but it wasn't even like about me. It was about my roommate. Honestly, it was really weird to think about right now. There was this guy in like a picture that Owen and somebody else, I don't remember who it was, but I remember it was a girl. So I assume that it's his girlfriend because he just got a girlfriend recently, or they're talking, or I don't understand how that works, but
something along those lines.
Yeah. So I assume it was her, but like I never explicitly stated that. And I couldn't remember the guy's name, so I just made one up, like who they started calling, but like I just said Danny, because I think it might have been David or something like that. I know it started with a D. That's all I remember. And it wasn't Donnie, and it wasn't Danny, because Danny is really close to Donnie, and it wasn't anywhere close to Donnie. So I think it was David, if I'm remembering correctly. But in the notes I have Danny. And anyways, so there was this guy in a picture that it was like a picture book, like a picture in a book, like a history book. And that they started calling Danny, and it was weird because Danny like wasn't alive yet. Or something along those lines. It was either he wasn't alive yet, or he wasn't like at the end of his life yet. And and then there was also this teddy bear that was that had something to do with the events, and like it was a part of, like it was a catalyst or something from like it was either if Danny hadn't been alive yet, then it was to prevent his existence. Like the teddy bear was a catalyst to prevent his existence, or it was involved in his death. And so like basically what happens was like the book read the future, like not really the future, but like it read the future basically, I guess. So like they would read the book, and then like after they read the book, like at specific times along this timeline, because the book was involved in a timeline, and like at the start of the timeline they remembered stuff from the book, and like it was playing out in real life, like on the news there'd be like something about something in the book, and so like they weren't really sure that they thought it was just like a coincidence, like, oh hey, this predicted the JFK assassination and JFK just got assassinated, oh my gosh, but it could be a coincidence, you know? And so they went and like did a little experiment to see if it would actually happen the way it planned out. So they went to like a really specific event that would happen very soon in the timeline, very close to like where they were, and they went and they saw it happen exactly as the book had foretold it would happen. But I don't want to say foretold, because it was like the book was written in the future and sent to the past. So
kind of like a really Nostradamus almost. Kind of like how he was.
I guess kind of. And so like their experiment, like whatever they did, was actually written into the book. It was already written into the book, and so they just planned it through. And so they decided to read through the book, and they saw that Danny like meets a very unfortunate fate. It's either like his existence is prevented or something like that, but at the same time, like his existence and his like life would be like a light for the world or something weird like that, like something really cliche like that. And so yeah, here's what it says. Danny meets an unfortunate fate, and the world is consumed by despair and dark. And so the very last thing I remember, because I woke up right after it, and I was like, oh my God, like this, like my heart was just like racing. I was like, oh my God, no, like don't. But like the person who I assumed to be Megan, Owen's girlfriend, my roommate's girlfriend, says we should save Danny. And then Owen's like, yeah, sure. And like they look for the catalyst, which is the teddy bear. And hold on. They then proceed to see that the catalyst for all the bad stuff that will happen deals with this teddy bear. The teddy bear is like at the center of everything. And so what happens for a while, like I didn't really remember it. But like, so something along the lines of like somebody destroys the teddy bear, and like that is what causes everything bad to happen, is like that's when the start of everything bad happening happens. And like it explicitly says that like if this teddy bear well, not explicitly says, but like they infer, they figure out that like if this teddy bear were to not be destroyed, and I remember the dude's name, and I have no idea why, but the guy who was supposed to, and I quote in my dream, this is what was said: consume the teddy bear. The guy who was supposed to consume the teddy bear, which I assume means to destroy it in some fashion, was named Felix. So the person was like, we have to save Danny. The other person, who I assumed to be his girlfriend, was like, we have to save Danny. And then like Owen just turns to them and says, and every time like I say it, I just start to like feel those emotions that I felt when I woke up. He says, what if in order to save Danny, we have to die? And then like, obviously like with the clear intention that he would do some self-sacrificing, like he would die in order to save like this potentially not real person. And then like right after that, I woke up and I was like, oh my God, like what just happened to me?
That's crazy.
I know, like
that's really honest to God crazy. I mean,
I don't know if I should make a movie about it.
You should totally make a movie about it. Get me in this. I'll help.
Alrighty,
Owen.
I'll just call you Owen, because I'm really thinking about that dream right now. But
I'm not.
Alrighty, Nathan. I'll make sure you're a part of it.
Hey, I don't even care if I'm just there. I'll be happy. You just put me in a corner. Just have me sit down in a corner.
All right, Nathan. You'll be the teddy bear.
Yes. I fit that perfectly.
Colin will be Felix, because he said he's on board with this. Colin will be Felix. Owen will be Megan will be Megan.
That's a male.
Well, no, Megan won't be Megan. Megan will be the person who I assume to be Megan, but I don't know because I don't know. But
what?
Like I don't know. I don't remember if it was her or not, because like I don't remember ever seeing her face. I just remember hearing a female voice, and I assume it's her voice because that would make the most sense to me. But that was a dream I had. When was this note written down? Hold on, let me pull it up.
That's crazy.
November 1st at 3:06
Holy
a.m.
Shit. Wow.
Yeah, like
yeah,
so
wow.
It was pretty recent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just this weird dream that I have no idea why I had. It was so weird.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I haven't had any really weird dreams. I think I probably
don't dream. I don't normally have any dreams. I just fall asleep and wake up. But
There's some days I fall asleep, and there's some days I have a dream. I mean, the weirdest thing I had was like, I was at the police shooting range, and I was with my dad, guy that does he likes longer range shooting. He's a cop, another cop, and then air marshal. And we were sitting around talking. Well, he's now an air marshal. He was a cop at the time, and we're running through drills my dad made up because I don't know. I guess we were his guinea pigs before his training expo or whatever he did go to. But it just like when you're shooting a target, you'll see. Because I'm gonna take you shooting. Don't you worry about it. You'll see. You'll feel the amazing power of a shooting gun.
All right, Nathan, I look forward to it.
Yes, loving how I described that as a gun fanatic myself.
Yeah, well.
But it just, I don't know. You know when it feels like you're running through the motions.
Okay.
For whatever reason, that just, I don't know. Something took over. It was really weird because I wasn't able to do that again. I ran through that drill like I think the fastest time. I had the second fastest time out of all those guys. And I was just like, what? And I had what the thing was is we had an AR, we had a AR, and then we had a sidearm. Sidearm had 6 bullets in it, and you had an extra mag. What you were supposed to do is you were supposed to have your back turned around, hands up in the air. My dad would say, shooter ready, shooter go, and as you would go, run to a station, you pop 2, there's 4 targets, or 3 targets. 2 targets gets each shot, and then you'd move to an urban position thing, which there's like a bunch of different positions. Very complicated and very hard. And then you move to like I think it's like a 6 or 12 seating drill. You go from standing, kneeling, laying, you lean right, lean on your back, lean left, and then repeat it going back up. It's called a ladder, I think. Okay. And then you get up, you run to the next, take a knee, count 1, 2, pop up, boom, 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 boom. You drop your gun. You let your gun fall to your side. You draw your gun. Then you run to the next target or the next obstacle. And then you pull out, go put 2 in the first target, 2 in the second target, and 2 in the third target, and repeat again. You reload. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know why, but I had a really good time. Like, my time was, like, ridiculous.
That's good.
I was scared. Like, I couldn't do that again. I ran through it again just to see if it was like a fluke or something, and it was, but it was just like, it was awesome. Don't get me wrong, because, I mean, I think the only guy that beat me was my dad. The reason I beat the guy that's an air marshal is because his gun jammed, and that counted towards your time, so he had to stand, pop a bullet out, rack a new one in, and go from where he was. And I beat him by like 0.5 seconds. When that happened, I was like, holy shit. I'm like 18. What the fuck am I doing? I'm like, I'm 18 and I can do this. What?
It's the Call of Duty's kicking in.
Honest? Yes. Because when you're aiming a gun in Call of Duty, the stock should be through your head. Well, just about. Yeah, it should be through your head. The way the Call of Duty or any like first-person shooter goes, instead of having the gun when you bring it up, instead of putting it in your shoulder and you're leaning in a bit, you're like, it's like right in front of you.
Bringing it up to your neck.
You're bringing. What do you mean? What?
You're bringing like the stock up through your neck.
Yeah, you're like, it's at your hip, and then you literally go through your neck, and you're just sitting there, and the front sights are right in front of your head. You don't move your head.
Yeah.
Which is, it's not how it works, sadly. There's been tests. There's videos. It don't work. I mean, it works with like a 22 or something like that, but that's a 22. I could shoot a 22 with my left arm, facing left. Yes. I could shoot it like this, no problem. And it doesn't hurt or anything. But
that's good.
Oh yeah. Oh, trust me, when we go shooting, I'm bringing my favorite guns out. You get to shoot the 45. I might have a 9mm by then, a 5.56, 20 gauge, 12 gauge, bring out a 22. We'll bring out the lever action because that's always a fun gun to shoot, and then we'll bring out my brother's revolver.
All right, that's fun.
And maybe my 308. I don't know. The 308's a son of a fucking bitch to shoot. I hate it. I mean, I could shoot it, but the way the stock is, it hurts.
Then let's just not.
No, you have to. You just have to. It's fun because it's a bigger gun, so it makes a bigger boom and obviously a bigger hole. But it's just fun. And then they have a 30-06 that we're not shooting. I hate that gun. There's only one 30-06 I will ever shoot. And someone had it was like at a World War II reenactment. This guy he was shooting he this. It wasn't real rounds, but it felt like it was blanks. Still kicked like a 30-06 though. It was an M1 Grand. God damn it. It was cool as shit though. Don't get me wrong. But
that's good. That's good.
Yeah. But yes, you will enjoy shooting guns. Hopefully.
Maybe I won't. You never know.
And if you don't, I don't care. That's your opinion.
Yeah.
Honestly. Oh, have I told you about the arguments I've gotten into? Or people just say
No,
that?
you actually have not.
All right. I'll tell you my favorite one. All right. So, I was talking with one of my friends about guns. And we're just talking about... we were talking about there's a new upper that came out recently. Not recently. It's been out for a really long time now. Or not long, but longer time. It's it converts an AR-15 into a 45, so you can shoot, instead of shooting a 5.56, you shoot a 45 caliber, which is slower than the 5.56.
Okay.
So we were talking about this, and I love 45s. I don't know why they're drawn to me, because I like 1911s. They're sweet as fuck.
Yeah.
Honestly, I own one. It sucks to shoot after. When you first start getting into it, as my grandfather said, it sucks because that gun kicks you like a motherfucker. It sucks. But once you get the hang of it, I mean, my grouping's pretty tight now. But I still can't be my grandpa. He's like, let me see that. I think he was about less than an inch apart from all of his bullets, and he was 35 yards away.
There you go.
Yeah, he was in the Army. He did competitions.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean...
And he won a few.
Well, good for him.
Yeah, I mean, I was scared. He was very good.
That's good.
And then there's my dad, who's really good, too. And then there's me, who's kind of good, but still learning.
Yeah, I mean, well...
And then there's Cameron. Just
Cameron.
Just Cameron. Well, I mean, comparing Cameron to me, I'm a better shooter. Just because I've had more time on the range, and every time he goes, I go. And I talk with him, and he shows me videos. Also, I'm just going to put this out here on the podcast. Grammar Combat. That guy is literally my hero. He made he basically trains federal officers and maybe some cops. Basically, he has 5 rules you follow when you go to his kill house or any of his ranges. Rule 1, nobody's coming to save you. Rule 2, everything is a responsibility. Rule 3, save who needs to be saved. Rule 4, kill who needs to be killed. Rule 5, always be working. But yeah, just gonna throw that out there. Look him up. He's really cool. Sponsoring, hopefully, never, probably not.
Wouldn't that be funny if we got a sponsor?
If he sponsored us, I'd probably cry. I mean, this guy, I love him. He's amazing. My dad met him. He's a very, very chill guy. My dad said he's very calm, very cool. He knows his shit. Really knows his shit.
Yeah, so if you're hearing, you should sponsor the show.
Yeah, please sponsor the show, or Sean Hefner,
Or both.
or both. Yes.
Why not? Why not both?
Why not both? I'm just putting
play.
Sean Hefner out. I don't know if he remembers his name or not. Probably not. But if he does, that also make me cry.
If he's a fan of the podcast, he should. He's welcome to come on and.
He is totally welcome to
explain
come on.
Why he's not going to sponsor the show?
Yeah. Yes. But all right. Oh yeah, as I was talking about that. So we were talking about the new uppers and some other guns that came out, or some other guns that are a bit older that we're comparing. And this girl, I mean, we are sitting and we're kind of eating lunch. Not really. It's like we have like some snacks and we have a drink. We're sitting there talking. I mean, we're by ourselves. We're away from everyone, so we're not really bothering anyone. We're talking really quietly. We're making sure no one can really hear us because people hate guns for whatever reason. I mean,
I don't believe it.
I can see why you hate guns. I can honestly see it. But
yeah, I mean, I can understand the sentiment behind not appreciating it.
Yeah, which is okay. We live in the 21st century. I understand that.
I mean, as
Shit
long
like that
as you're
shouldn't
not,
happen, but
as long as you're not like one of those,
guns kill
I mean,
people.
not even really like one of those like, all guns are bad. It's like you can believe whatever you want. Just respect my beliefs as well.
Yeah.
And, like as long as we're not killing people, which I mean, there are people who are going to, but that's just that's an unfortunate thing. But it's just mostly an inevitability of humans is they're gonna get in a conflict, and usually, well, not usually, but some of the time, conflict resolution involves one party not surviving the conflict resolution.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, there's nothing you really could do about it. And, I mean, we were being very respectful. I was being nice as I could, but you know me, and I love debating, but if someone's just going to sit there and tell me their opinion and ignore mine and tell me mine's stupid, then I'm not going to listen.
Yeah.
They actually followed me a while. They followed me around for a little bit. Because, you know, they got nothing better to do.
Well, I mean, neither do I.
And I mean, she was, I don't know if she was a she. I'm not going to assume her gender because you know what? Actually, you know what? I am. I don't care. Fuck it. Doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't, honestly, at this point. But she walked up to me and she was very rude. She didn't say, hi, oh, you guys talking about guns? What do you think? Not like anything like that, or hi, hey, you guys talking about guns.
Weren't you at a range?
No, we were not at a range.
Oh, I thought you were telling me you were at a range.
No, we were at YSU.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were sitting there just relaxing, talking about it. He also hunts too, and he's big into guns.
All right.
She walks up to us and says, you people disgust me. And my friend looked at her and said, what do you mean by you people? She's like, you gun lovers. I don't love guns. I mean, I don't. I like guns. I love my girlfriend. I mean, I really don't want to love that gun. That's disgusting. I mean, no, I'm good, thank you. I mean, I like them. Like to shoot, don't love them.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Thanks, but no thanks. And she's like, oh, you know what I mean. No, I don't, because I like shooting guns. I do. I'm sorry I like doing something. I mean, I'm not saying it's for my defense. Someone's going to break in my house.
You're a monster, Nathan. How could you enjoy shooting guns? Guns are terrifying.
Guns are
they
terrifying.
Kill people. Ah.
But she was, and then she gave me a scenario. She's like, oh, what if someone broke in your house? I'm like, most people that break into houses now are just looking for a quick grab. They're not looking to steal something or to kill you. Because if they're looking to kill you, as to put one of my favorite comedians, he's an Australian comedian, I can't think of his name. He said, if you think everyone's out to kill you, you're pretty goddamn selfish.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Most people, even like in Austin town or the local areas, most of the people breaking in houses or in cars are just looking for like change and shit.
Yeah, they're just looking for some quick cash to...
And then she's like, how do you know that? I'm like, my dad's a cop, and I also pay attention.
Yeah, I mean, if you do the research, a lot of the people who do break in are just like trying to get some quick cash. They'll take stuff to sell, but like they're not going to just like take something to take something. They're going to take something because they want money. And 9 times out of 10, when somebody breaks in your house, it's not to end your life. It's to go get money. And if you come and confront them about it, they're either going to bolt because they don't have anything to defend themselves with, and they also don't want that whole you just killed somebody and tried to break into their house and steal stuff on their record. So they're either gonna leave or they are gonna fight back. And when they fight back, I mean, that's when you claim self-defense.
Oh yeah, but it was just like, what if they broke into your house? And I'm like, well, they break into my house. My dad, who is a trained police officer, will give them verbal commands to leave the house very nicely. And if they refuse to leave the house, he will shoot them. Sorry. Hey, if I'm screaming at you, get down on the ground, get down on the ground, get down on the ground. Or leave, and you're not responding, you're gonna die. Or, I mean, you're gonna get shocked, tased, put on the ground, or whatever. If you're not responding to a verbal command, shit's gonna happen. And she's like, oh, what happens if your dad goes down? What happens if the guy knocks your dad out? Well, then, I mean, he ain't getting through me. He ain't. I mean, if you get through my dad, you're pretty tough. You get through me, I mean...
Oh, Nathan.
If me and my dad fought, actually, went on fist and went at it, it would be ugly as hell. We'd both be in a hospital. It'd be bad. I mean, bad. I told her, like, hey, listen, someone gets past my dad, they're not going to get past me. Because they're going to be tired of fighting him, and then I'm going to be pissed off that they did that, and it ain't going to work.
There you go.
Because, I mean, my dad, he can fight. I'm starting to learn how to fight. But I can manhandle him. I mean, I'll rip your arm off if I have to. I'll rip your arm off and beat you with it.
Hey, listen, man, you got to do what you got to do.
Hey, it's a dog. What is it? What's the
dog
thing?
Eat dog world.
Dog eats dog world out there.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna try and kill me. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be nice about it. If
All
you
right,
want to kill
Nathan.
me, what?
We're gonna start to wrap it up here.
All right.
But before we do, I just want to ask you if Saturday you want to head down to the Midway in San Francisco, California, because I have VIP access to Day of the Devs, which
you have access to that?
Evidently,
dude,
I have VIP access, which means that I have a +1, so you could be my +1.
Dude, that is awesome. I can't go though because I'm hunting.
I can't go either because A, it's in San Francisco, and B, I have to volunteer Saturday.
Just screw it. Go. Just go.
But Nathan, I'll miss 15 points in connections.
Oh. No. Oh my god.
Yeah, evidently there's like early access stuff, and since I'm a VIP, I get to go to the front of the lines.
That's awesome.
All right, I'll read you the email.
All right, let's hear this.
One awesome benefit of your purchase is VIP access to the 5th annual Day of the Devs event in San Francisco this Saturday, November 11th, 2017. If you plan to attend, you'll experience early access, which means no lines for games and first dibs on all the exclusive playables, some of which we haven't even been announced yet. Okay. If you're receiving this email, it means you're already on the VIP entry list. No ticket required, so simply bring your ID. We'll check it against our list. Get yourself to the Midway, 900 Marin Street, San Francisco, California. VIP early access begins at noon. General admission is 1 o'clock, and the event ends at 8 o'clock. If you can't make it for the VIP hour, don't fret. You'll still be able to skip the line and head straight into all the awesomeness. Other things to know. The event is all ages. However, there's also a full bar, so be prepared to be carded if you want to imbibe. That's a new one. I've never heard that one.
What's it called?
Imbibe. IMBIBE.
I've heard that word before.
Bring a friend. Your VIP registration allows for a +1. You or you plus your kids/significant other/family members. Come hungry. We have 3 food trucks plus a dessert truck on site. We have childcare available on a first-come, first-served basis. There's a dance party. In addition to gameplay, there will be a musical performance all day long. ADA accessible. We have ramps and a lift. Please use Lyft or public transit to attend. Parking is limited. If you can't attend the event, please remember, your unique Humble Bundle code gets you 20% off your next order from I Am 8-Bit. It expires at the end of 2017, so take advantage of the holiday shopping. XOXO, Double Fine plus I Am 8-Bit.
How did you get that?
I bought something on Humble Bundle.
So you were on the VIP list?
For Day of the Devs, yes.
That's awesome.
For spending $10.
That's awesome.
Thanks, I try.
I mean, you just... No, why can't I get stuff like that when I put up? That makes me sad.
Alrighty, Nathan. Let's wrap this up. So, anything else you want to say to the audience before we depart?
Yes, I do. I have one thing to tell them. You might hate me for this when I pull it up. Hold on, it's loading.
All right. In the meantime, I'm just going to say it was fun. I really enjoyed doing the podcast. I really want to do more. Maybe we could bring other people on with us. Maybe we could just keep doing the 2 of us. Let us know. Any feedback is appreciated. Other than that, though, I will now give it to Nathan, and then we will end this.
All right. You guys should follow me on Instagram if you have that. At camo_guy_1999. You should totally follow me for my dope posts.
Then I'm going to plug my Instagram account because why not? So hold on. I have to pull it up because I don't remember it off the top of my head. It's Palm Tree Cameron. That's all one word. It's PalmTreeCameron. I post inspirational quotes daily, and you also might see me talking about my track and field or cross country teams because I am a college student on the cross country and track and field team at Seton Hill University.
I'm not. I'm just a student.
He's
not. I'm a student, and I'm also a powerlifter, so you know.
I'm a Chad.
He's a Chad.
All right. So
you best follow us.
That does it for us.
Also, don't forget to follow YouTube. Don't forget to follow our YouTube channel at TeamPotatoPie.
Subscribe to us if you want more content like this. But that's gonna be it for us. Thank you so much for listening. Have a wonderful day.